consequences of World War I. Human consequences were the most horrible humanity had ever seen. Between 15 and 20 million people died during the war, and we don't know the exact number of injured people or disappeared people. Economic consequences focus on destruction of towns, crop fields, and mines in northeast France, Belgium, and northern Italy. The costs of war were also high for Britain and France, so they took borrow a great amount of money from the United States during the years of the war. It wasn't actually money, it was supplies. Weapons, food, oil, minerals, and chemical products were borrowed from the United States, and as a consequence, Europe acquired a very huge debt. Political consequences were established during the Paris Peace Conference. This conference was aimed at signing different peace treaties between the winner and loser countries. The Allies and Central Powers signed different treaties. These treaties were named after the towns and cities where they were signed. Versailles, it was the treaty signed with Germany, Saint-Germain with Austria, Trianon with Hungary, Sèvres with Turkey, and Neuilly with Bulgaria. The treaties were imposed by the winner countries to the defeat ones. Consequently, main decisions were taken by the United States, France, Britain, and Italy. And conditions were very hard on loser countries. The main goals of these conditions were to prevent the resurgence of Germany. The last wars proved it to be a very dangerous country for France. To achieve a balance of power among the winner countries, to avoid future conflicts between them. Remember, there was a colonial rivalry between France and Britain. And to isolate Russia. In this country, after the Bolshevik Revolution, a communist regime was established, and the Allies, capitalist countries, feared that the eventual spread of this revolution and kind of economic system could affect them. After the war, countries realized the world needed one kind of organization to avoid future conflicts. The President of the United States, Woodrow Wilson, tried to create an international organization to regulate international relationships and to maintain peace through diplomacy instead of wars. This organization was called the League of Nations. The idea was great, but finally the Congress of the United States did not agree with their president. So United States, Russia, and Germany did not join this organization. And without these important powers, League of Nations was ineffective. Territorial changes were a direct consequence of war.
On June 28, 1919, a peace treaty is signed at Versailles. German representatives are not invited, and the country is forced to accept all demands of the victors. Germany and its allies are held solely responsible for war damages and must pay heavy compensation. Austria-Hungary and the Ottoman empires are dismantled, making way for new countries or colonies. Germany, meanwhile, finds itself humiliated and indebted. Its army is disbanded and colonies shared among the allies. The country cedes roughly 15% of its territory to France, Belgium, Denmark, and Poland, which is recreated. The only consolation is Germany remains largely intact due to no fighting on its territory, and its industry is still standing. The humiliation imposed upon Germany already leaves it with a desire for revenge.
The Treaty of Versailles considered Germany as the origin of the war, the cause of the war, so a penalty was given to Germany. Germany had to pay war reparations, very high war reparations.